What does love is blind really mean? Have you ever watched someone stay in a relationship that everyone else knew wasn't healthy? Or maybe you've fallen for someone yourself, only to realize months later that they weren't exactly who you thought they were. People often say love is blind. But is that really true? Can love actually blind us to reality? Or does it simply make us see people through a different lens? Today, we're going to uncover the true meaning behind one of the most famous sayings about love. We'll explore why people overlook red flags, why emotions sometimes overpower logic, and how you can tell the difference between healthy love and dangerous attachment. Stay with me until the end, because this might completely change the way you look at love and relationships. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about love, relationships, dating advice, emotional growth, and understanding the psychology behind human connections. Whether you're single, dating, engaged, or married, today's topic is something everyone can relate to. The phrase love is blind has been around for centuries, but very few people stop to think about what it actually means. Does love really make us blind? Or is there something much deeper behind those three simple words? Let's dive in together. Part 1, Where did love is blind come from? 1:2240. The saying love is blind has existed for hundreds of years. It became widely known through literature and was famously used by William Shakespeare. Over time, people have used this phrase whenever someone falls deeply in love with a person whose flaws seem obvious to everyone else. Think about it. Sometimes friends or family can immediately spot warning signs in someone's partner. They might say, "You deserve better. Can't you see how they're treating you?" But the person in love often responds, "You just don't understand them. They're different when we're alone. They'll change." Why? Because love has a powerful way of influencing our emotions, thoughts, and decisions. Part 2, Why love makes us overlook flaws. 2:4420. When we first fall in love, our brain goes through incredible chemical changes. It releases dopamine, the chemical associated with pleasure and reward. It also releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, which helps create feelings of trust, closeness, and emotional connection. These chemicals don't just make us feel happy, they can also make us focus more on someone's positive qualities while minimizing their flaws. For example, maybe your partner forgets your birthday. You tell yourself they're just busy. Maybe they cancel plans at the last minute. You think something important must have come up. Maybe they rarely communicate. You convince yourself they're just not good at expressing emotions. Love naturally encourages understanding and forgiveness, and in healthy relationships, that's actually a beautiful thing. Nobody is perfect. Every person has weaknesses. Every relationship requires patience, grace, and compromise. However, there is an important difference between accepting someone's imperfections and making excuses for harmful behavior. Part 3, When love becomes too blind. 4:2630. This is where many people get into trouble. Sometimes love becomes so overwhelming that people ignore obvious warning signs. These warning signs are often called red flags. Examples include constant lying, manipulation, emotional abuse, lack of respect, controlling behavior, repeated broken promises, cheating, gaslighting. Instead of recognizing these behaviors as unhealthy, people often convince themselves that things will eventually improve. They tell themselves they didn't mean it. They're just stressed. They'll change because they love me. Sometimes people stay because they're afraid of being alone. Others stay because they've invested so much time and emotion into the relationship. Some stay because they remember how wonderful things were at the beginning. Unfortunately, ignoring serious problems rarely makes them disappear. Real love should never require you to sacrifice your peace, your confidence, your dignity, or your self-worth. Part 4. The difference between love and blind attachment. 6:30, 8 o'clock. Many people confuse love with emotional attachment, but they're not the same thing. Love says, I care about you, but I also care about myself. Blind attachment says, I'll accept anything just so I don't lose you. Healthy love encourages growth. Unhealthy attachment creates fear. Healthy love brings peace. Unhealthy attachment creates anxiety. Healthy love allows both people to remain individuals while building a life together. Blind attachment often causes one person to lose themselves. Trying to please the other, that's not love, that's emotional dependence. Part 5, what real love looks like. 8 o'clock, 9:20. True love isn't about pretending someone is perfect, it's about knowing they aren't. You see their flaws, you recognize their mistakes, you understand their weaknesses. Yet you also see their kindness, loyalty, honesty, effort, and willingness to grow. Healthy couples don't avoid problems. They communicate, they apologize, they forgive, they learn, they improve together. Real love isn't blind forever. As time passes, your eyes open. You begin seeing your partner more clearly, not through fantasy, but through reality. And that's actually when genuine love becomes stronger, because you're choosing each other with full awareness. Conclusion, 9:20, 10:20. So what does love is blind really mean? It means that love can sometimes make us overlook imperfections, especially during the early stages of a relationship. But lasting love isn't about ignoring reality. It's about seeing someone exactly as they are and choosing to build a relationship based on trust, honesty, respect, communication, loyalty, and mutual growth. Remember this: love should never blind you to abuse. Love should never blind you to disrespect. Love should never make you lose yourself. Instead, real love should inspire you to become a better person while helping your partner become the best version of themselves. Because the strongest relationships aren't built on perfection. They're built on understanding, commitment, forgiveness, and genuine care. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you believe love is truly blind, or do you think real love actually helps us see people more clearly over time? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might encourage someone else who is going through a similar situation. If you enjoyed this video and found it meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our weekly videos on love-like relationships, dating, and emotional well-being. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, keep your heart open, and remember, the best love is not blind. It is honest, respectful, and built to last. See you in the next video.